Ladies and gentlemen, good day and welcome to Stylam Industries Limited Q4 FY26 earnings conference call hosted by Systematix Institutional Equities. As a reminder, all participant lines will be in the listen-only mode, and there'll be an opportunity for you to ask questions after the presentation concludes. Should you need assistance during this conference call, please signal an operator by pressing star then zero on your touchtone phone. Please note that this conference is being recorded. I now hand the conference to Ms. Anshika Patnaik. Thank you, and over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Neerav. On behalf of Systematix Institutional Equities, we welcome you all to the Q4 FY26 conference call of Stylam Industries Limited. From the management side, we have Mr. Jagdish Gupta, Managing Director, Mr. Maneet Gupta, Whole-Time Director, and Mr. Kishan Nagpal, Chief Financial Officer. I will now hand over the call to MD sir for his opening remarks, followed by the Q&A session. Over to you, sir.
It is both an honor and a privilege to welcome you this investor meet. I am Jagdish Gupta, Managing Director of the company. Along with me, Mr. Maneet Gupta, Executive Director of the company, and Kishan Nagpal, Chief Executive Officer. On behalf of the entire leadership team, I extend my sincere appreciation for your continued trust and support. Investors' presentation has already been available on BSE and NSE and the company official website. I hope you had a chance to review it. Nevertheless, I would like to take few moments to take financial result, but you already have financial result with you, so we can go for question answer session. It will be better.
Thank you very much. We will now begin with the question and answer session. Anyone who wishes to ask a question may press star and one on their touchtone telephone. If you wish to remove yourself from the question queue, you may press star and two. Participants are requested to use handsets while asking a question. Ladies and gentlemen, we will wait for a moment while the question queue assembles. Participants, you may press star and one to ask a question. First question is from the line of Chetan Sharma from Systematic Shares and Stocks. Please go ahead.
Thanks for the opportunity. My first question is regarding the new plant progress. You mentioned that the construction of the third greenfield laminate plant in Manaktabra is progressing well in the PPD. So what is the expected date for the commencement of commercial production, and what is the projected revenue contribution from this facility in the first year of operation?
Hopefully, it will be maximum middle of July, minimum end of June. It will start commercial production. But we are quite hopeful that we can get 300-400 crore turnover from this plant in next 3 quarters.
Okay. And one more, sir, that on the capacity utilization, the laminate division achieved the 74% capacity utilization in FY26. So with the new plant underway, how does management plan to ramp up the utilization at existing facility while simultaneously preparing to absorb the new capacity?
In a new capacity, we have a different sizes. So there is a different market, but customer is same. So we are anticipating more also revenue, but due to this war situation, we are giving the conservative figures. And if we run that plant in full capacity, then we will stop some machines from our old plant. And if everything go well, if it is 100%, then revenue can be generated double. Its capacity is almost 100% plus the existing capacity.
Okay. So thank you, sir. That's what from my end.
Thank you. Next question is from the line of Dhruv Bajaj from Growth Sphere Ventures. Please go ahead.
Yeah, sir. Thank you so much for this opportunity, and congratulations on a pretty decent set of results considering the capacity constraint that we had. So the first question is that our new capacity was supposed to come live by November. Then we shifted the guidance to March in the previous call. Now in this particular call, we mentioned that it will come live by June. So what are the bottlenecks that we are facing, considering you mentioned that almost 80 to 85% of the work was already done around November time period, and then we added another 9. But again, beyond that, like, we are unable to understand the delays.
No, you are right. We actually, in last year, maybe in October, November, there was some Supreme Court observation in this area clarification. We need to need EC, environment clearance. So then we applied that environment clearance to MOF, Ministry of Environment, Delhi, as there is no SIA available in Haryana at that time. So it will take 3 months plus to get the EC. For this reason, plant is little bit delayed. Now it is almost near to final stage, and testing of machine is already there. Testing of machine we will start by the end of this month, even 2-3 weeks. This was the major reason.
Okay, so now there is a pretty little scope of further delays, right? If I understand correctly, considering we are already in May, and you are guiding that June mein aa jayega live. Got it. And sir, once the new capacity comes live, so can you guide a little bit more on the ramp up part? Like, we understand, like, you do a lot of white labeling for export to customers like Wilson Art, and considering 3 out of 4 lines will be dedicated towards export market, considering they are compact laminates. So how are we seeing the demand side scenario? Because earlier we had some constraints on the capacity part, and that's why you mentioned in the previous call that we couldn't take any newer customers. But now going forward with the new capacity, have you already onboarded certain new customers with which we have some sort of PO agreement, or how do you see that playing out?
Firstly, I think the new plant is not at all dependent on any one customer which you're talking about from.
Right.
So again, what we were saying earlier, that we have different sizes. Some sizes we would be producing here in India for the first time.
So sorry to interrupt you. You're sounding distant.
So we have some set of customers with which we are already in discussions with the new sizes, and that is why what we were saying, that the ramp ups definitely in the next 2 years we will be able to achieve 80% plus capacity utilization of the new plant. For this first particular year, we have customers, and at this moment we are getting delayed with our existing orders as well. So we know that 30 to 40% utilization can easily be done starting from the second quarter.
Got it. So, and margin profile will be around 22 to 24% like we guided before, right?
Would be on the same pattern.
Okay, sir. Fair enough. And sir, since the open offer is now completed, so can you provide us a bit more detailing on what will be the management structure going forward? Like you mentioned that exports will be seen by Jagdish and domestic by you. But given the fact that ICA will hold a substantial stake, and because there was a lackluster response to the open offer, where they already have a put option wherein they can actually buy some 12% shareholding from you guys. So how will be the management structure going forward in next 6 to 12 months? If you can provide some lens on that front.
No change in the management structure. It would remain as it is for export and domestic both. It is primarily done by my father, and I am actually helping him out. So it is not that one person is handling export or one person is looking for domestic market. We are professionals handling both the markets simultaneously, properly, and ICA doesn't have any role. They are just a strategic partner. Even if they have a put option as per the SHA, that doesn't mean that they will be acquiring more shares and getting us out. So the management, everything remains the same. There is no change at all.
Even on their website, in the announcement in Japan as well as in India, they are mentioning that we are a partners, and the promoter director is looking after the business.
Got it. Sir, do you expect to sell these 10-12% stake to ICA in next 2-3 years, or that was just a clause that was mentioned and you guys don't have any intention as such to sell the stake?
किसी को नहीं पता कि ट्रम्प ऐसे ही लगता रहा, क्या पता क्या होगा आगे। आज 1500 मार्केट डाउन है। Nobody can predict these things. We can tell you only about present.
But our aim is not to sell any stake. I think everyone knows the reason of such a deal happened due to some family issues. Otherwise, we are actually expanding or planning some more expansion. Which we might announce in coming quarters, what we are actually planning within the company.
Thank you. Dhruv, I'll request you to come back for a follow-up question, please. Next question is from the line of Pritesh Chheda from Lucky Investment Managers. Please go ahead.
Yeah, hello, sir. Congratulations for the deal and the good numbers. So, first few things. One on now the new Japanese strategic partner. Any opening that would emerge with respect to supply to them, because I think they have about 200-250 crores of business and they purchase the same in India from third parties, and they have a certain plant. So any scope that 200-300 crore business flow comes from our plants?
Yeah, I think they are not purchasing. ICA Global is not purchasing anything from India at the moment. They have their own plant in Uttarpur, and still the deal is not yet finished. I think hopefully in the next 1 month it would be over, and then there might be some discussions if they plan to do.
Okay. And can you give some color on the phenol and the paper inflation or cost rise for us in the last 2-3 months or as on date, whatever? And what kind of price increases we may have to take based on the phenol and the paper price increases?
See, I think the raw material commodity prices have increased for each and every company, not only laminates. We talk about any company, any product. Due to this, all the suppliers are coming from Middle East market. So yes, we have done some price increase. In domestic market, we did in 2 tranches. In export market, we have tried wherever it is possible. But again, it is 100% not possible to pass on. It is just that we are not competing with any other Indian company. We are competing with even European companies where they are not very much impacted with this commodity item. So we have done some price increases, both domestic and export, but trying to further do it, if possible, as per the market trends.
Can you tell how much is the cost increase and what is the corresponding gap versus the price increase that you have taken?
Sir, listen. First of all, there is no immediate impact of any price increase. We are ordered 3-4 months before phenol. We are not buying every day. But still, old prices of material is coming. So, if we go for our last month's sale, we already have 3 figures sale, which is the first time in our history, and with good margins. So, yes, if this continues going on, this war, maybe 2, 3, 4 months more, then it will be impacted. That impact will not be on us, for everyone. Indian diesel and petrol prices definitely will increase in few days. It will impact on you and me also, personal level.
Okay.
And every our customer understand. There are some restriction. They are asking us, just wait, maybe war will finish. They already increased 3 to 5% to our customers. Almost everyone accepted.
Okay. And my last question is, you gave about 300-400 crores of revenue from the new plant in FY27. Can you tell us in these 2 years, let's say 27 and 28, what should be the new plant capacity utilization or the revenue number ramping up to? And at what utilization level will the plant be profitable at operating margin level?
You will see, profitable level is still from the day one. We have no debt. We have an investment. We are not paying any installment. We are not paying any interest. So, profitability from the day one, when we start from next month end, when we will produce one container, that will be profitable.
Okay.
There is no
And what kind of...
already hired the manpower, already going on. We need only 150 maximum worker only. So every expenses is there. In spite of that expenses, you can see our quarter four result. This fixed cost is already over everything.
It's already the part of the expense.
Yes, already.
Okay. And what kind of revenue is possible next year? This 300 crore becomes what number next year?
It will be plus.
Usually for this financial year, I think we will target 250 to 300 crores from that particular plant. And next year we will be targeting around 80% utilization. Then we should 700 plus.
Okay. And your old plants will also grow?
Yes, sure.
The old
plant won't be adding or putting any new capacity because that is a bottleneck. So wherever.
So we cannot actually, your voice is too slow, coming from a distance. Yeah.
We from the old plant by selling more of the value addition.
Thank you. Pritesh, I'll request you to come back for a follow-up question. Next question is from the line of Shaurya Shah from Equirus Securities. Please go ahead.
Yeah. So first question is with respect to the acrylic segment. So can you just let us know the revenues and volumes for the entire FY26 year, which we received from the acrylic segment?
See, we told many times that our acrylic is not doing so well, which we are expecting. But in this last year, we have a 15 crore turnover. But our main target, this ICA, Japan, is selling very big quantity of acrylic, and they are importing from Europe and USA. DuPont. So they are here yesterday. Today they went 1 hour before, and they are planning to buy acrylic from this Stylam. So we are quite hopeful, and the reason due to family problem, we are not looking after domestic. Now we are doing this product in domestic also. I am quite hopeful this year. 50, we definitely will achieve easily.
I think this year we would be doing 50 to 60 or 50 to 70 crores.
Sir, sorry, can you repeat that once again, please?
We would be doing approximately between 50 to 70 crores.
Okay. And another question with respect to after the acquisition. So can you just briefly let us know our overall strategy with respect to domestic and exports after the acquisition? Like what are the measures that we intend to kind of implement with respect to whether it is new SKU additions, new region, entering new regions? So what is the overall strategy across domestic and exports after the acquisition?
Yeah, I think
the strategy, everything would remain the same. There is nothing special we would be doing. We would be just using a simple standard common sense and would be following the market. In export, we are already doing what we are doing. That is why we are at this level. In domestic market, we are just restructuring in a proper way, not to hire any extra people, just to try to manage with the lowest cost possible and increase the sales.
And moreover, this was a part of our SHA with ICA. They have many technology, patent technology in HPL, which we are going to start within 2-3 months in India, in Stylam. This will be our strength with them.
Okay, understood, sir. Yeah, that's it from my side. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Next question is from the line of Rudraksh Raheja from iThought PMS. Please go ahead.
Yeah, thank you for the opportunity, sir. Am I audible?
Yes.
Yeah, thank you. Sir, congratulations on a great set. बहुत अच्छे numbers आए हैं, sir. सर फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन था रॉ मटेरियल प्राइसेस में क्या ट्रेंड चल रहा है अभी और will we be able to pass on any increased further in this quarter also?
We already explained. There are not immediate too much threat of the raw material. We ordered many things like melamine. We are ordering. We have a stock of 5 to 6 months. VAR is only 2 months only. Phenol, yes, there is some effect. Paper, there is no effect. Like kraft paper, there is no much effect.
अब ये लेके चलिए ना जी, actually only the commodity items which were dependent on the Gulf, Middle East, crude oil, they have increased. Otherwise, India में what else was being produced in India, because it is kind of a recession is coming because people are not able to sell, so the prices overall, if you see, the impact won't be much because we also have forward booking of all the chemicals. So till date, we are getting some, we have to buy at the current prices, and some material still we are getting at the old prices because it is under the contract.
Got it, sir. So this 49% margins that we have done almost in this quarter, this is sustainable for the whole year.
49.
So are you talking about the material margin, RMC?
Yes, sir. Gross margins.
Maybe see, there will be some up and down in this. We cannot say that it will be the same exactly.
Yes.
But there would be some up and down, which would be for the entire industry.
And moreover, if our revenue, sale will increase, our expenses will reduce, which we are doing right now. We can do 300-400 crore more turnover, then there will be no extra expenses. So that will also reduce our this raw material increase by 1-2% from that angle also.
Understood, sir. Understood. And sir, थोड़ा सा आपने बताया एम्प्लॉय कॉस्ट पे भी हमने वो खर्चा कर लिया है नए प्लान के लिए, तो अभी एम्प्लॉय कॉस्ट दैट आई एम सीइंग ऑन क्वार्टरली बेसिस इज 30 crores. तो वो उतना ही रहेगा पूरे साल के लिए या फिर वी नीड टू ऐड मोर पीपल?
Minus of 3-4%, not more than that. Plus minus 3-4% of the amount you are saying. Maximum. Because basically आपका incremental plus आपका 70-80% fixed cost has already been done, or even of the employee.
Got it, sir. Got it. और सर डोमेस्टिक बिजनेस का EBITDA बता सकते हैं?
बताइए. Data, okay.
Yes, sir. Data. Domestic business में.
I couldn't understand.
Yeah, EBITDA that we did in domestic business.
Yeah, to be honest, because again there are multiple factors. So right now we are taking out as a common thing.
Sorry, sir. Your voice is very on the lower side. I'm not able to understand.
Sorry? Voice is not coming?
Yeah, sir. बहुत slow आ रहा है, तो I was not able to understand.
I'm saying कि अभी हमारे लिए, I think we don't keep it separately. अभी we are just doing the entire profitability data all together for the entire company.
Thank you. Rudraksh, I'll request to come back for a follow-up question. Next question is from the line of Keshav Lahoti from HDFC Securities. Please go ahead.
Thank you for the opportunity. So actually, I understood that you said 300 from new plant. So totally, what is your revenue guidance for FY27 and what sort of margin we will see? And this quarter has been a healthy margin, and the new plant, as you are highlighting, can be a 22-24% margin, the plant can do. So fair to assume by FY28 the company can deliver 22% kind of a EBITDA margin number?
Hopefully, yes. If there is no drastic bar or anything, then we cannot say anything, but looks like that.
Okay. And the revenue guidance for FY27?
We cannot. It will be definitely 20-25% increase than the previous, but again depend on the situation.
Okay, got it. And tell me, sir, how will be the things now? Now finally the Kogyo has, bought the stake. They also have a export business. How can they help us to grow our export business? They also have they are also in domestic business. Whether there are thoughts to, possibly merge both of the plants. So how will leverage Kogyo to grow our business further?
I think we told before earlier to someone else that right still the deal has not been finished properly. Once the entire thing is done, then we will be sitting down and see what all
They are not yet.
are there. But yet the open offers, some more legalities are left. Once it is done by mid-June, then we would be sitting down and see how we can help each other.
Understood. Got it. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Next question is from the line of Chirag Shah from White Pine Investment Management. Please go ahead.
Yeah, thank you for the opportunity. Sir, my first question is on US side. So if you can just now indicate what is the tariff rate applicable to us versus our competing peer countries. That's one. And related, what is the delay in shipping, if any, from India to US that you have experienced over last 1 month versus what was normal earlier? I'll come back for more questions on the US.
The tariff right now for US is 10%. I think this might go under review on 1st of July, which is again that's 150 days rule of Supreme Court. I don't know about the other countries, so the US I can just tell you. And secondly, shipping, I think as of now we were not finding any issues.
Prices are FOB.
Prices are FOB, so if the prices go up and down, the customer accepts it, and there is no delay. I think the transit time is generally between 45 days to 60.
Okay, this is good. This is helpful. And sir, on the domestic side, if you can just talk what changes in the business model you have made, and more importantly, what efforts are being made to improve the visibility of Stylam brand. Our checks indicate that at dealer distributor level, Stylam brand is people are aware but not really enthused, and the perception is it's an export-driven brand. So if you can just talk about what changes you are doing and how much time it will take for you to have the benefits or the impact visible. Is it a 3-4 quarter phenomena or it's or a lesser period phenomena for you?
Shiragi, I think point number one, that in domestic it has just been 3 months since we have started handling it. So we are also trying our best, and again we are not doing any major changes. We are just running it in a very systematic way, how we are doing in the export market. So there won't be any difference or any special thing we would be doing for the domestic market. Whatever we are doing for export, and that is the reason we are at such a level in the export market, and would be doing the same in the Indian market as well. And definitely brand visibility, it might take few months. I won't say few years, because people are aware about Stylam brand name very well, all the distributors, dealers. It was just that the confidence was not much on the company due to policies. Now everything is getting streamlined. So hopefully you'll see the results in the coming quarters.
So basically 2 to 3 quarters we should start seeing the impact, right, of your efforts. Is it a fair assumption?
Correct.
Okay. And the last question, just a clarification. So on this Akia Global, you indicated that you will discuss with them to ensure that the shares that you have to tender to them can be lowered, or you will try to figure out the options so that your stake doesn't go down significantly. Is this the correct understanding that is a possibility?
No. I think, and this we don't have to discuss anything, because whatever they get from the open offer, that is separate, and just to complete the remaining 40%, we have to tender it. There is no discussions over it.
Okay.
It is also an agreement.
Okay. No, earlier somebody had asked the question that, I understood that you have an option of ensuring that you don't have to tender everything.
The agreement, they have to take 40%, whatever they get from the open offer. The remaining, we have to.
You have to. Okay, fair point. Thank you very much, and all the best.
Thank you. Next question is from the line of Pankaj from Axis Capital. Please go ahead.
Yeah. Hi. Thanks a lot for the opportunity. I have a couple of quick questions. One is, we just heard the guidance of 25% for FY27. We also heard that we are expecting 300 odd crores coming out of the new plant. So I think the math is not really matching because 300 crore anyway gives much more than 25% growth in FY27. So if you can just put more color around that, that would be good. That's one. Second thing is, what is our percentage of export revenue versus domestic revenue in FY27, and how are we seeing that happening in FY27, considering the war situation we are into?
I think the figure what someone asked us regarding the utilization of the capacity is that's why we gave a very rough figure as a base figure of 250 to 300. And someone again asked us what figures would you be doing in FY27, and that was also a rough figure of 20 to 25%. I think we cannot give you the exact number what we will be closing in 31st March 27. This is a rough figure of whatever we have done this year plus 20-25% growth what we are expecting. That all depends again on the market condition, how the war goes, what is happening in the world locally as well as the Indian market.
Even in April, we already told you we have a 3-figure sales from the old plant. No much sale of acrylics. Only 12% increase already from the existing plant without acrylics even. So things are moving in a very, very good direction. It will not be good to answer exact figures.
Okay, sir. Export versus domestic in FY26 and outlook for FY27 considering the war.
26 is 75-25%, and we hope that it will remain the same. But domestic, we are already aggressively working to increase the share. But you can take the same base figure of 75-25.
And I assume 75 is exports, right? Hello?
Hello, yes, 75 is exports.
Okay. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Next question is from the line of Nishita from Sapphire Capital Partners. Please go ahead.
Yes. Hello. Am I audible?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So I actually just had a clarification on the guidance that you gave. You initially said that from the new plant we can reach about 300 to 400 crores of revenue in the next 3 quarters. So,
yes.
And you also mentioned that we'll reach 30 to 40% utilization by Q2 FY27 in the new plant. So I just wanted to understand the guidance of 600 crores that you gave. Is that at 80% utilization?
I think we complete 100%.
Hello, you're not audible.
We can do around 900 to 1,000 crores from the new plant. That is where the
900 to 1,000 crores.
With the new plant coming up. That is where we gave you for FY27. We said 50%, if the figure comes to 300 crores. And next year we gave a...
Actually, your voice is not audible. If you can repeat what you just said, your voice is very muffled. Hello?
Can you hear me? Hello?
Yes, I can hear you now. So you mentioned 900 to 1,000 crore at peak utilization.
Correct. That is why we said FY27, 300 crores we can easily get from this new plant. Plus next year we said to 60 to 70%, a bare minimum figure of 600 crores can be achieved.
Okay. Understood. Yeah, and I just, since I'm attending the call for the first time, I'm sorry if the question is repeated. What is the capex that we did for this new plant, the total capex amount?
We have at this moment done the capex of 334 crores.
Thank you. Nishita, I'll request you to come back for a follow-up question, please. A request to all the participants, kindly limit yourself to 2 questions per participant. Next question is from the line of Vinay Maheshwari from IGE India. Please go ahead.
Yeah, hi. Arpit this side. Thank you for the opportunity. We understood the reason behind consistent delays in our new plant. So, since we are sitting into the May and now we are talking about end of June or mid of July starting, so I would like to know what is the exact pendency for now.
So I think, sir, we've already replied to this question that there was an issue of the environment clearance by the Supreme Court of India, and that is why the trials have already started. But the commencement of the commercial production will be end June, maximum early July.
Okay. And what is gross margin into our business?
Sorry, what do you mean by gross margin?
The gross level margin. We are having a 20% kind of EBITDA level margin. I want to know gross margins into business.
So I think it was 49% as the material in the fourth quarter.
Fourth quarter it was 39%. Okay. And what could be the magnitude of fixed expense into our new plant?
We've already taken that into the account as we were repeating it again. That's already been done. So there will be a very marginal cost added when we start the plant because all the fixed costs have already been taken.
Thank you. Next question is from the line of Prasenjit Paul from Paul Asset. Please go ahead.
Yeah, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for the opportunity. So my question is, let's assume the elevated oil price remains for the next in this entire 2026, and also we hope as you are exporting, so there are some sea freight rate increase. So if we assume that the oil price remains elevated for this entire 2026, in that case, what will be the EBITDA margin that you can expect? So how much margin impact will be there if the elevated oil price remains?
Actually, we are quite hopeful that it should remain the same, maybe plus minus 1-2%. The reason being, we are also start increasing the prices to the customer. When war immediately start, there was very high increase in the ocean freight. It now start going down, already reducing the ocean freight also. So nobody can predict, but there will not be too much effect on the EBITDA looks. The reason being, whichever revenue will increase, like 300-400 crore sale, that has no any fixed expenses, no salary expenses. So 2-3% EBITDA we will cover from there also, which can be shared with the जो loss होगा, increase का होगा, that can be shared there. Like last year, even we paid custom duty half to the US customer, which now it is already domestic reduced. Number two, dollar is favoring us, euro. We will cover from that side also. Almost euro is 112 today, and dollar is almost near to 96. So we are getting 3-4-5% profitability from the exchange rate also. So there are so many other parameters. We don't think so there will be very big impact. Yes, if this situation is going on 1-3% down, no matter. Our April is the best month for us, last month.
Okay. So, sir, as you take the price hike, so despite the price hike, will the demand remain same? Isn't like that the inflationary pressure will also, mute the demand outlook?
Maybe I think that doesn't matter demand at all at the moment. Not only for us, for anyone. If there's a price increase, people will still keep on buying. It is not that if the prices go up, people will stop buying it and stop construction.
Thank you. Next question is from the line of Ritesh Shah from Investec India. Please go ahead.
Yeah, hi. Namaste, sir. Sir, just wanted to understand, आपने बताया कि incremental 300-400 करोड़ नए expansion से आ सकते हैं. Sir, when can we expect this by? Can it be FY28? How should we look at that, sir?
Maybe I think we were saying FY27 only we would be able to do around 300 crores with the new plant.
Wonderful. And sir, how should we look at the volume number? यानी इस साल से total million sheets कितना हुआ था? अगले साल what is it that we can expect?
Volume, I think I can.
Volume 600.
Volume,
Sir,
half is volume. The reason we are selling more of compact laminates and not thin laminates. So if you talk about a 12 millimeter compact, which is equal to maybe 20 sheets of 0.7 mm. So for us, actually, we don't calculate on number of sheets. It can be done on tonnage, but not on number of sheets.
Perfect. Sir, that is perfectly fine. And sir, how should we look at the CapEx for say FY27 and FY28? So we have this plant which is almost ready. आपने बताया कि sir June, July तक definitely चालू हो जाएगा. But sir, इसके आगे what is the next big plan that we have? How should we look at it? Say, Manit, you are there completely into the business. Say 5 years out, how should we look at it, sir?
Next quarter, then we will let you know what we are actually planning further ahead.
Okay, perfect. No worries, sir. Thank you so much. All the very best, sir. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, that will be the last question for today. With that, we conclude today's conference call. On behalf of Systematic Institutional Equities, that concludes this conference. Thank you for joining us, and you may now disconnect your lines. Thank you.